very bright. I feel like I need sunglasses or variable ND filters. Terrible jokes. I'm gonna go grab shades now. Today we're gonna be talking about the Freewell new ND filters that they have released. And what the system has done is pretty cool. Since it's all magnetic, it's pretty much tearing apart an ND filter and saying, hey, let's put it back together with magnets. And that's what they've done. So what that does for you is it really drops the price, because you're paying for almost half as much of the variable ND filter glass that's used. So the price comes down significantly in comparison, and you get a ton of versatility in it. So they ship it in this box, and of course, as soon as I start talking, the birds have to have their say. So it comes in this nice little case that you can unzip here, and then it has a bunch of different little spots. You can see right there. They all have their own little slot. Each one of those slots holds a piece of the variable ND filters. So there's the base and there's the cap. These are the two primary things you're going to need. Before I throw this on there, I'm going to show you this. This has a minimum aperture of f4. So this is what the scene behind us looks like at 400 ISO, which is native ISO for C-Log in the R6. So it's all white. You have to move it all the way to f22 before you start seeing any detail in the skies. So that's way too much. You want to be able to have some type of separation between your backgrounds. So there's the f4. To throw this on, and the way this is designed, you throw this on, you thread it on there, and then when you're running and gunning, in between shots, you take the cap that it has, you throw the cap on there. And that keeps in the base plate for the actual variable ND filter. So the two pieces of glass, this pops out, and you can adjust it. It has a mist and a normal variable ND filter base. The mist is kind of just an extra bonus. It's not something that I shoot with, but it's nice to know that you have it as well. So we're getting ready to shoot, put it over to the side, and then you take this and you drop the top plate in, and you match up the A's. Where is it? It's on the bottom. A's are on the bottom for some reason. Got threaded weird. So there we go. They're lined up. And now we have several more stops of ND. So then you can just turn it, and we're at about 2 stops right here. We're now at 3 stops, 4 stops, and 5 stops. So that was already enough right there with the first one to be able to start seeing everything out here. Now let's pretend that I have a lens on here that could go down to 1.8. So we're going to drop it 2 more stops. So we're going to increase the ISO to simulate it. We're going to move the ISO to 800. That's 1 more stop up. And then 1600. That's another stop. So that would be if I was at 1.8 with this lens, what it would look like. So we don't have it, so we're going to need to throw it on again. We're going to pull off this one, boop, and just throw on the next one that is from 6 stops to 9 stops. Line it up. There we go. There we go. 6 to 9 stops right there. So now the scene, we have 6 stops, 7 stops, 8 stops, and 9 stops right there. So now we're back down to where it is. So this right here should be about white. So you can see the color change and color shift throughout this video. So I'm going to pull the ISO back down. Right about there would be probably about right. But this should be about white, so you can see how much it shifts color-wise as I go through these. And the color shift should be pretty minimal for these, but thus far technology as it is currently, there will always be a color shift in the variable ND filters. You can get away with very minimal in the regular ND filters, but that means that every single time that you want to change how much the ND, how much ND you're applying. You have to switch on and thread in a new one every time. So that's a hassle. So if you're interested in picking this product up, it really helps you go run and gun a lot faster. And I mean, even just having the other one, the first one does a perfectly good job. You could just run around with that, and that would be awesome. But this will have you covered for pretty much, might be the last ND filter that you need, period, because it's so versatile. And it's very, very affordable, and I'm going to have a link down in the description so you can go check it out. But yeah, it replaces a whole lot of other stuff that you need to. The world's first versatile magnet variable ND, which is super cool. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. My name is Daniel, and take care.